Wait, but I have questions? Is this gonna be like a trivia thing?
It's just you trying Mexican food. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. My name's Nicole, and if you followed my channel for a while now, you know that I like to put my husband to the test and undergo some fun challenges. I'll go ahead and link below in the description the playlist of other challenges he's already been through if you haven't seen those yet. But today we're going Mexican. As I mentioned before in my videos, I'm part Hawaiian, but I'm also part Mexican. I want to challenge him today to try some Mexican foods that I either grew up eating or I've been exposed to growing up from my dad. Joe doesn't like beans. Are you excited?
I'm a little nervous. No, I'm excited. I'm opening up more to beans.
He's opening up to beans. That's our starting point. We are gonna kick it off just taking a sip of our burritos. And yes, I do not have a perfect Spanish accent. I wish I did, but I don't. Usually start our videos with cheers. Today I have selected some special appetizers, entrees, and desserts for Joe to try.
Whole meal.
We're gonna go ahead and get started with our first appetizer. I figure we're gonna start things a little simple, a little easy, just to ease you in, just to ease you in.
I like that.
Close your eyes. All right, open.
Okay.
These are more like maybe a snack. I don't know, I've always just known them as Mexican wheels. The wheel chips, I think it's because they're shaped like wheels. How we eat them is doused with a lot of lime juice and then some tajin shaked on. Have you tried this before?
Never. I think I've seen these before, but I've never actually eaten one. Let's see. Taste the lime, and there's like a spice, I guess.
So tajin is mostly like chili peppers and lime and salt.
Yeah, all salt too, salty.
And I know Joe does not eat tajin.
No. Never had it, I don't think. It's good. Crunchy.
What would you rate this on a scale of like 1 to 10?
Like, would it replace my Doritos? Maybe like a 6.5. I mean, I wouldn't eat a lot. Like, I probably wouldn't eat this whole thing.
Okay, so 6.5.
Yeah, that's
Not a
6.5.
bad start.
That's pretty good to do with this.
Up next, close your eyes.
And
Okay, so this one, I am going to feed it to you while your eyes are closed.
what?
To see if you can guess what this is. Because you may have had it before, so I want to see if Joe can guess what it is just by taste. Big bite.
Okay. I think I know what it is. Shrimp ceviche.
Yes!
That's good.
So shrimp ceviche, if you've never had it before, is just like an explosion of flavors. You got shrimp in there, onions, tomatoes, cilantro. I added lime juice on the top because that's how we would typically eat it. As you can see, Joe really loves this one. So I did not prepare this shrimp ceviche myself. It is from La Bonita supermarkets. But what would you rate this?
It's like an 8.
An 8?
Pretty good.
It's a winner. One more appetizer before we move on to entrees. Close your eyes. And open.
This is interesting.
Can you tell what it is at all?
Is this a chicharron?
Yes, it's chicharron. But, so I know Joe has seen chicharron before. Pork rinds is what they are. Because I eat those, I grew up eating those. My dad ate those. But he has never tried chicharron with the actual meat on it still.
Yeah. Kind of like bacon, maybe, sort of. It's good. It's like a salty snack.
Salty and crunchy.
Yeah.
Lots of texture in chicharron. Were you scared at first?
Yeah, a little bit. But maybe like a 7.
A 7?
Yeah, it was good.
Wow. I'm surprised. I didn't know how he'd feel about it.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've seen it like this, I think, but I've never had it.
So the appetizer round wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Those scores were not bad. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the entree round. I have 2 entrees for Joe to try.
Oh.
Close your eyes.
Again, closed. Oh.
Okay. Open.
Ooh. Ooh. I like this.
What do you think it is before you take a bite?
Oh. The meat is a lengua.
We'll have to bite into it and see. Points to Joe for knowing that term though.
Very soft, chewy in a way, kind of like spongy. The meat itself doesn't seem to have like a ton of flavor, but it's moist. It's not dry. I think it's more like a filler, like leftover of something, whatever this is, and then you just throw it in because you can make a taco out of it, like this.
Is this something that you would order?
I wouldn't order this instead of. I would eat this if it was like, like a kind of given to me for free sort of thing.
It's your last resort taco.
Yeah. If I had to have a taco, and this is the only thing left, then I would take it. It's even like a 6.
A 6 taco.
Yeah.
So Joe is correct. It is a lengua taco, which is cow's tongue, something that we ate growing up. For me, I also do not prefer lengua as my meat of choice in a taco, and that's just because when I was a kid, I could not get over the little taste buds that were still on the meat. I mean, definitely try lengua if you haven't before, but it's not my taco meat of choice. All right, are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Close your eyes.
Wait.
Okay. Open.
Ooh, another taco? I do like me some tacos. It looks good. It looks very appetizing. This is good.
You like it?
Yeah. Good flavor, the texture's good.
What would you rate this taco out of 10?
This is like an 8.5 maybe.
8.5?
Yeah, like almost 9.
Joe is eating a cabeza taco. Cabeza meat is cow head.
Sounds funny, but it tastes good.
So cabeza is something that I have memories of as a kid. My grandpa and grandma, when we would have like get-togethers, once in a while they would purchase an entire cabeza, pull meat off of it to make just a bunch of tacos for everyone. And the meat is pretty tender, I would say.
It is really tender.
Yeah. When I was a kid, that cow head seemed huge. And it still had the eyeballs.
It had a lot of like deer type of, deer. Like
Venison?
I think it even had like the heart.
Do you eat the heart of the deer?
I'm pretty sure fry it up. I used to sort of grew up in Michigan. So in Michigan, a lot of people hunt for deer. And when you kill a deer, you eat a lot of the parts of the animal.
Interesting. All right, so those were some pretty good marks, pretty good ratings for our entree round.
Pretty good.
Now we are going to move on to our dessert round.
Ooh,
and because dessert is Joe's like favorite food, I guess you can say he loves sweets, right?
Yeah, top of the list.
So I have 3 desserts for
the heck?
Joe to try.
Oh, okay.
Close your eyes. Okay, open.
The heck is this?
I'm not exactly sure what these are called. It says here mazapan, peanuts, confection. I just know them as the ones with the roses. So we used to eat these as kids.
I have never seen these before in my entire life.
I didn't think that you have. Just as hard to open as I remember. The original De La Rosa. I always felt that they had such a unique texture to them.
Okay.
And I haven't had one of these in years. So we'll eat it together. So they're like little discs almost. They kind of like crumble.
Yeah, I see that.
Is that weird?
Well, no, it's fine. I just didn't know that was gonna happen. Oh, that's not what I expected. Oh, it reminds me of like the inside of like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Yeah, that's not what I thought. It's good though. I like it.
So definitely you can taste the peanut pieces. This little disc is quite crumbly.
Yeah, very crumbly.
But when you put it in your mouth, it kind of melts up to sort of a creamy texture. It's hard to explain, but yeah, we used to eat these as kids and it always was so super messy. Crumbs would fall everywhere.
It's like I don't know, like maybe a 6.5 or 7 or so.
Really?
The flavor is good. I don't like that it crumbles everywhere, makes a big old mess, but you just take the whole thing and just pop it in.
So let's move on to our next dessert. Close your eyes. All right, open.
The heck is this?
Sorbet, but it's mango with chamoy.
What's that? It's like a spice? Like
Yes.
a seasoning?
So chamoy is added to a lot of sweet things like fruit or candies. So the sorbet is actually, like it has the mango chunks in it, but the chamoy is here on the straw.
Oh.
So what you do is you eat a scoop of the sorbet and then
Just like lick it?
yeah, lick off or suck off part of the chamoy in your bites so that you have the sweet and the spicy all in one bite.
Oh.
Have you had chamoy?
No. Not ever. No. Didn't even know what it was. Well, okay, I do like mango, so that's a good start, I think. This straw, I don't know about that. We're gonna
yeah.
we're gonna find out.
That's chamoy.
Okay. Let's try this.
It should be like a sweet and sour sort of taste and very chili peppery.
Definitely I could do without this straw. Yeah, it has like kind of like a spice to it, which is, I feel like it's not needed. It would be fine just mango. No. Don't, it's not needed.
Okay, what would you rate the mango with chamoy?
Like a 4, maybe.
A 4.
Yeah, it's like a 4.
This is the worst one so far.
Yeah.
I could see it being an acquired taste.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to our very last dessert for today. Close your eyes. open.
Ooh. What the heck? What's going on? There's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. Milk? Is this just leches?
Yes, this is Tres Leches cake.
Okay.
The most identifying thing of Tres Leches cake is that you actually see the milk liquid surrounding the cake. If you don't know what that is, that just means it translates to 3 milk cake. And it's typically like a sponge cake. It's soaked in 3 different kinds of milk. It's evaporated milk, condensed milk, and whole milk.
When I eat cake, I don't need to have the liquid on the bottom. I feel like it kind of to me it kind of ruins it, because I'm not used to eating cake when the bottom part of my cake is all wet.
So I was thinking maybe Joe would like this because 1, he loves cake.
I do.
And 2, Joe loves milk.
I also like that, but
He loves drinking milk.
not
But I guess he doesn't like
not
milk.
together. They're separate. Usually you eat your cake and then you drink your milk after. You don't eat it and drink it at the same time. Why does it need to be all wet?
So you would rate it
That was like
another 4?
Yeah, it's.
My attempt to end the final dish on a high note, a high rating, is a fail.
You should have ended with these little cookies. These are good. Indiana Rosas?
But overall, I think we tried a pretty good spread today.
Yeah.
We put Joe to the test to try and open his palate to different tastes, different textures, different flavor profiles.
It's been opened. It's opened.
That is it for today with Joe trying new Mexican foods. Of course, there are a ton other Mexican foods that Joe has still yet to try, obviously. I myself have not even tried. Comment down below and let us know if you want Joe to try more foods. And go ahead and like this video if you thought it was fun. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
They just soap, like sopping wet. No. But how much money was on this stuff?